Hello, beautiful. My name is Epic Treasure, and boy, do I have a treat for you today. This is an absolutely stunning build. In my mind, I wanted to create a perfect mystic spear hand or a very big sort of warrior class character, even fighter or even archer. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. In my mind, I'm going to go through the story about why this dude I see is a mystic spear hand, and then we'll get to it. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love it when you do it. Come join the Discord channel where there's the Porn Star channel where you can share your pawns and also your pawn ID, and then you can hire other people's pawns in the Rift for free. So that's how it works. That being said, let us dive into this one. Ready yourself. Detail customization. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. This is my build, and I'm going to use it for a Mystic Spearhand playthrough, I think. Absolutely stunning. Now, I did this on live stream today. Don't forget to check those out. So that's where you're going to set your notifications. And I'm going to start hiring viewers' pawns, and then they'll be in the live stream, which I think is really cute. I did that before. But it wasn't live stream at the time. It was just tutorials. And it made their pawns basically immortal. There's like pawns that are over a decade old just still floating around the ether. So this one, I wanted to create a really big man, and I wanted, because obviously Mystic Spear is magical, I wanted something very sort of magical to him. And I'm like, how do I do that without sort of being corny and having like tattoos with the writing and stuff on it, so I really wanted to have a sort of blue theme to it, and it didn't work out. His eyes being blue just did not cut it. It looked odd. So what I did was I had this blue hue of eyes. You could even go darker if you wanted to. You could go green, but I wanted to still have blue in it. And then I was trying to create a head tattoo at the time, and it didn't work. It did not look good on him. I wanted him shaved head. I wanted him bald. I didn't want him to have any hair whatsoever. So I just started to play around with all the tattoos. You could skip this. There's timestamps as always. You know what I like to do. But the happy accidents happen as usual, and you can do that too, obviously, when you're doing your character builds. Is just start mucking around with all the tattoo markings and start to change their like tiling. So obviously if you're tiling vertically, then it's going to go down. If you're tiling horizontally, it'll stretch the tattoo marking out. So you can eventually create headbands and things like that when you muck around a little bit. It's really interesting. It's really create some amazing things. And so I just really wanted, obviously, the head tattoo, but I thought, and I do love the eye bands in builds. I love that black eye band that goes across. But as you know, I said I wanted blue. And I sort of had a band over the eye, and then I just kept like cycling through all of the body tattoos like this, right? So there's all, like, once you have those dimensions sorted, so you can see the vertical, I'll get to this later, the whole settings, but you can see the horizontal scale down the page is 219. So we stretched out that circle, you can see there, stretched out the circle. So she's no longer a circle. Same with all these ones, and they look pretty fucking amazing if you ask me, like even that one. So you can imagine having that with red or gold and but I really love the idea of having this like that as a baller. Look at that. So I just wanted this magical, with a little bit of sheen to it wrapped around him. He's in I get deep into this shit, don't I? Enveloped. Look at that. You know what I mean? It was just stunning. So you know that you can change your markings in the game too, so keep that in mind. So I just settled on the circle, basically. But, I mean, so many of them look great. That one's really nice. And if you want the band to be thicker, then, obviously make the horizontal scale the same and then change the vertical scale a bit. So if we want to go thinner, see that? But that looks a bit too superhero. So I wanted to have something a little bit different. So I think it looks lit as hell. So vertical scale 7 for that. So you get the idea, and that gives you a sort of something to work with when you're making your own character and you're just trying to make them a little bit different. And that's my hot tip. And not only that, like when we're looking at that number 58, we can literally get the horizontal position and like change it. So it's basically not rotating the tattoo. It's kind of rotating the tattoo. It's rotating it horizontally. So it's sort of just putting a circle around us like that until you find one that, like a position that you really like. So you get the gist of that. But yeah, really stunning. I mean, that looks baller too. So take your pick of whatever one you want. Like that looks amazing too, horizontal position. So we'll get into all of the settings in a moment. And especially we're going to go through the physical attributes that the character has for their vocation, which I've sort of neglected to do before. But this time I'm going to look after you real good. So let's get to that. We'll put the circle on there. Yeah, that's nice. Just keep it on there and then even rotate it around a little bit before we begin. All right. Yeah, he's amazing. All right, let's get to business. All right, first off, we'll have a little bit of a lesson in regards to our body size and stuff. Let's bring that on over. Studio mode, there we go. All right. Bringing this up for you. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the original Dragon's Dogma character build guide. And in it we can see in the first column the weight. These are all in kilograms. The proper ways to do it. So character weight, as you can see, anything under 50 kilos is the weight SS class. Now the SS class is just like double small, basically, XS. The base stamina is 500 on a level 1 character. So automatically they're at a disadvantage with how much stamina they have with them, right? But their restoration is so much quicker. We're looking at 125% speed of restoration of that stamina. So when you're running around like a maniac and you're depleted of stamina, when they're doing that, but it sounds like worse, it refills much quicker than some hefty boy or girl. Or cat. So you can see the bonus that has and the problem that it has. The other problem that small class, the small build has, is the maximum encumbrance is only 40. They can only carry 40 kilos worth of stuff. So it makes it very painful to be wandering around and running around the world, to be rake thin and perpetually relying on your pawn to carry stuff all the time. I can't think of a class that I would have that is 50 kilograms, really. But as we sort of climb up the levels, we can see the big boys are over 109 kilos. We're looking at 580 base stamina. So while they've got a lot in the tank, we can see how slow the regeneration is. So take into consideration what you like. Do you like to just slap with a whole bunch of stamina to start with, and you're not too bothered about regaining your stamina? Because for me, I played Dragon's Dogma, the first one, and there was hotkeys in that for your stamina, which was incredible. I didn't actually know that for quite a while, strangely enough. So every time, like this game, you go into the menu, click, stamina. By the time you watch this, they could have changed it. Thank God if they have. Welcome if you're in the future. I'm envious of you right now. So I'm pretty sure that they will hotkey that. Right now we're in March 2024. Spooky that I'm talking to you from the past, isn't it? So with this game, obviously, you know damn well if you've been playing this, the stamina thing is just something you've got to deal with all the time. It's just spam. I do it. I literally spam those hasped things all the time. But you might be a person who just stands there and just is graceful. But I'm just like pumping the stamina items or whatever they are at the time. So consider what type of, level of patience you have. Now, the downside to having a big boy or big girl or big cat is that if you're scaling a monster and you're in the heat of battle, you don't want to drop off a monster and then just be puffing and panting on the ground waiting for one of your pawns to come over and, give you a pat on the back, go, come on, let's go, get your stamina back. Yes, you can spam your stamina items, sure. That's exactly what I'd be doing. But it just depends on how impatient you are. A sorcerer on the ground should not be scaling, really. I don't think should be scaling any bosses or anything like that. Someone like the thief, like I like to play, I like to scale creatures, I like to smash them in the face. A lot of people do, especially with ADHD. We love our thieves. Don't lie to me about it. I know it's true. Shout out to everybody there with ADHD with me. So if you want a zippy kind of character, then I would still go mid-range. I would still hang around that 70 kilo mark, because then you've got mid sort of range stamina, 540 base stamina. If it is the same as the first one, there's no official documents or anything like that, and it makes it really hard to test this because of the lack of save. All right? I can't just jump in and jump out and just test everything all the time. Maybe I'll have to do that on PC. If you've tested it, you come get in my DMs and tell me all about it. Take screenshots, show me what it looks like if you're a 50 kilogram character. Show me the base stamina at level 1. Yeah, I'd love to see that. That would be amazing. Do it. And then compare to, a very large boy or girl or cat. So you've got that on the screen. You can see that. See how much they carry. At least if you're like 70 to 89, you can carry 65 kilos worth of stuff. And also, when you're fine-tuning your character, like there's quite a lot of the slider that accommodates for that kilogram range too. So don't quote me on these exact numbers. These might change. Always check the comments. If something changes or I'm missing something in this video, look at the comments, check the pinned comments or the description, which will always have updates in it every time. So let us get on with this sexy mane. Let's hide this picture. So again, we're going mid-range for most of our characters. If we want a big boy, like this guy, then I would like to get around the 109 mark. Would like to get, under 109 kilograms. If you want to make him bigger, then you know what to do. Just bump up his height more. So we're gonna fiddle faddle around with this. Now, when making your character, we don't have to click, choose that base head straight away. You could pick whatever base head you want right now. So you go in, click new character, want to make a male, bang, click the right body type. Doesn't really matter because we're going to change everything. Click whatever head you want. It does not matter, because by the time I'm done with you, you're going to have a lit character and you'll be able to change what base head it is when we get there. So just make a monstrosity right now. Bang, make a monstrosity. We're there. Now we're going to tweak it and fine tune it. Get ready for this goddamn dude. This is a baller of a character. So, you want to get ready for this. Body. We're going to start with the base head so people don't freak out. Base head is 11. Okay? A base head is 11. Right? Head. Okay, body. Here we go. So, we're currently at 215 height. We're going to scale that back down because let me just get rid of this big screen for you. We know that we need to sort of be around the 109 kilogram range. So we're going to go up here and we're going to just make him a bit shorter, sort of every time. There we go. So he's already 207 centimeters tall. He's sitting at 109. Now, don't forget that there was a whole chunk, a massive chunk of Dragonstone, the original, that was not in the base game, right? So I find it hard to believe that they would tweak the weight system to a degree that is, foreign to this original one. So yet to find out if it's true. They did change a lot of the Rift Crystal prices though, but when it comes to the body, etc., it's a little bit of a different story now, isn't it? So height 207. I'm going to go through these. You might want to pause it. Torso length 20. Muscle style 10. Muscle strength 100. Trap size 79. Upper body muscle mass 100. Lower body muscle mass 100. Upper body size -10. Lower body size 0. Jumping over the next one. Head size 21. Head length 0. Head width 30. Head depth 0. Face height 94. Neck length 40. Neck thickness 10. Upper body, shoulder width 15. Shoulder size, we could make that bigger, but not too crazy. Let's go for 2 for that one. 47. You can pump that up if you want a bit more of a, banger there. But you can see, look at the weight. We can make that chest bigger. Watch that weight down the bottom. Once it goes to 110, that's when you start to dial it back. There, see? Let's go back to 109. So you can push the limit without adding too much weight. So chest size, we're at 40 there. Let's see, that doesn't really change it too much now, does it? It does a bit. So, whoops, we're at 108. 109. So chest size, 24. Torso width, 100. I want him to have a bit of a wider waist than what he originally had. Like originally it was just down here. Nah, bruh. Let's go 100. Torso depth, minus 55. That just brings it in a bit. Arm length, 27. Arm size, 38. Upper arm thickness, 28. Forearm thickness, 48. He kind of looks like Seal there, doesn't he? Next one, lower body waist width, minus 70. Waist size, 0. Rear size, 50. You could pump it up. Let's see if it pushes us. No, it doesn't. So we can make his ass big to 100 max and still be 109 weight. Leg size, 38. Thigh size, 35. Calf size, 41. Like, he's just amazing. Posture. Movement, I sped up to 31. Elbow angle, 46. Knee angle, 57. Posture, 17. So if you want him to be a little bit more, a little bit more upright, don't do it too much. Even though he looks like normal there, like my character looked straight too, standing up, and then once she was in the game, she was like in a wind tunnel. So just don't go too nuts on that. Head, like I said, number 11. Lucky, 11, master number. Skin, so base skin, 25. This is where your character starts to change, because I'll tell you what, if you look at that and you've got a different colour skin, right, like just before this spot, it does not look great with that head, like the tattoo there. You know what I mean? So just trust, I'm going to look after you with all these settings, and you don't have to have it all set up perfectly at the start. Just go with a new character, then we'll start tweaking it. So skin colour, 25. There is another one here that I think suits too, which I believe is number 13. So that one. So that's a little bit more masculine, I think. Let's have a look again. It's not much of a difference. Anyway, pick up one of those ones. Then the skin colour, number 22. Now, you can change this up a little bit. I thought that 15 looked absolutely amazing too. Like any of the, like this one, 24. So it just really depends. That looks really stunning. But I'm staying true to my original build, which is number 22. 16 is great too. You know what? I'll tell you what. I would pick 16 if you want a golden mask, right? If you want a golden or a silver or a metallic red kind of mask, something that just pops. But if you're not, if you're going to have this one, I would go of a lighter shade. See how the mask around his eyes just stands out more? That's actually really good. The blue tones look really nice too. But 22. It's just subtle. It's not crazy. It's not like a big superhero mask. It's just subtle. So, like I said, I'm going to pick this guy, I think, as my Mystic Spear hand when I do a playthrough of that. Unless I want my girl to end up being a Mystic Spear hand, but she needs a bit of a height adjustment for sure. Wrinkles, 50. Skin sheen, 51. I think that's sensible. I think that, having none also looks beautiful, but having too much, it's just like it's not great. So actually, I'd probably bring it down just a bit. I'd have it like about there, I reckon. That's really nice. Okay, I'm going to sneeze, I'm sorry. Brow, you can look at that right, I'm doing it. Okay, brow height, minus 29. Brow spacing, 27. Brow depth, 25. Brow depth inner, 16. Brow depth outer, 35. Brow angle, minus 23. Brow bend, if I don't choke to death, 14. Get it into you. Next one. Eyes, eye height, minus 37. This took a lot of tweaking, I can tell you. because the base head was not great. Eye width, -23. Eye depth, 0. Eye size, -91. Eye angle, 0. Squint, 100, maximum level. Because once you have it big, let me show you what this looks like. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Look, like, just weird. It's freaking weird. But I'm going to show you something that I loved in this, and you might want to have it. When you shut the eyes, oh my God, watch this. Give me lighting. Give me that lighting. Like, are you joking me? How beautiful is this? Hang on. Like, it's just absolutely stunning. Here we go. Get rid of that. There. Like, that is just such a beautiful profile. Once I shut his eyes, I'm like, shit, do I want to play this whole game as a Mystic Spearhand with my eyes shut? You know, it's just, wow. So take your pick. Eyes shut, or just have them at 100 squint. Take your pick. So we'll go over there. We'll open his eyes up again to Mystic Eyes, Mystic Spearhand Eyes. He obviously doesn't have the outfit on right now, but you get the idea. So now we're going to go to nose. This is beautiful, my God. 62 nose length. Bridge width, 0. Bridge height, 83. Bridge bump, 0. Bridge bump upper and lower, 0. Nostril size, -45. Nostril height, 0. Nostril width, -21. Tip depth, 60. Tip angle, 0. Tip sharpness, 58. The reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted the eyes to be the main feature of this. That's the only way that I could do it, the only way that I could make it pop, because every feature was sort of fighting with each other. So that's the way, just to have the eye, even though the eyes are like basically shut, they are the main feature, obviously. Even though we've got a mask on, it just pops. Pops. Ears, all 0. I didn't do anything to those. Cheeks, -37. This took a lot of fine tuning too. -49 for the cheek bulge. Neck fat, -37. Cheek height, 100. Cheek width, 37. Cheek depth, 21. Mouth height, -43. Mouth width, 0. Mouth protrusion, -33. Mouth corners, -50. Now, that's, you know, to make him a little bit more serious. I think he looked goofy having any smile. So, you know, I wanted him to be sort of, you know, very serious about his magic drip. Lip thickness, -98, and then lower lip position, 3. As you can see, it's just, you know, not too protruding or anything like that, and not too far back. The jaw and chin, jaw definition, 100. Jaw width, -48. Now, just 48, tripping again. That was really nice. Once I started to pump the jaw width, it started to look a bit too like Kanye, you know what I mean? It was just not good. So that was just really nice and chiseled and lit. Jaw position, 100. Jaw protrusion, -58. Chin height, 0. Chin width, 91. Chin protrusion, 79. Chin sharpness, 72. So just a beautiful, like, chiseled face. Next hairstyle, just nothing. Eyebrow shape, 10. Color, 1. Thickness, 75. Facial hair, nothing. Body hair, nothing. I wanted him aerodynamic. Eyes, so eye style type 3. Iris primary color is 310. These are all 310. Even the whites of the eye, also 310. Iris size, 45. Pupil size, 100. Eyelashes, shape type 2. He's got black eyelashes. 0, root tip length 30, density 54. So not too crazy. Eyeshadow has none. Eyeliner. He does have eyeliner on. Number 9, black for the color. Eyeliner coverage, 100. Eyeliner opacity, 100. Eyeliner sheen, 40. So the reason I did this, you can't actually see it. Can't see the actual eyeliner besides it being on his waterline at the bottom, so that like a lower eyelid, so that just lined it. If you didn't have that, it wouldn't have it. So Freckles, he actually does. Type 5, freckle color 12 and 100 opacity. You can change it up a little bit. You can see them very sort of gently scattered around the place. Just little perks there. No cheek highlighter color. Lips, I did have 9 sheen on it. So type 4 lip style, lip color 1, lip color spread 100, lip opacity 14, lip metallic 0, lip sheen 9. That's just for a little bit. Like, I had this on before and it was just really strange looking, and it just stole like all the focus from his eyes again. I'm just obsessed with doing his eyes. So teeth, upper teeth, lower teeth, all there, number 7. Jumping down to the body tattoos, we're going to do, make sure you click edit tattoo with that tick in the, oh no, you don't actually need that. Just leave it empty because we're only doing one today. Unless you want a couple. Body tattoo style 1 is number 58. This is a mask. Primary color is 49. The vertical position is 54. This is really important. Otherwise, you're going to have this over your chest. Horizontal position 39. Rotation 0. Overall scale 2. Vertical scale 7. Horizontal scale 219. Vertical tiling 1. Horizontal tiling 5. Opacity 74. Intensity 58. Metallic 66. And sheen 32. The next one we're going to do is the body scars. We're going to go to, the first one is body scar number 5. Vertical position, you can see this over his eyes, 54. Horizontal position 9. Rotation 9. Overall scale 23. Vertical scale 7. Horizontal scale 9. Vertical tiling 2, horizontal tiling 1, opacity 100, intensity 80, sheen 50. The second one is this big scar across his chest. A body scar, second style, is number 2, vertical position -13, horizontal position 0, rotation 22, overall scale 41. 41 for each of those, vertical, horizontal scale. Vertical tiling 1, horizontal tiling 1. Opacity 100, intensity 0, sheen 50. So that is all of the settings for this guy. So that's what he looks like. Absolute beauty. Obviously, if you want to do Mystic Spear Hand, you're going to have to make him your arisen, not your pawn. So keep that in mind. But you can make him obviously a fighter. He's a beautiful build for a fighter, a beautiful build for a warrior. And I can guarantee if this guy's walking around in the rift, he will be hired. Or if he's walking around out in the street, in the city, or in some pasture, I can guarantee that people are going to notice him and they'll want to hire him because he is going to look amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Ha. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. That. And then don't forget to come and join the Discord, as like I said. Thank you so much for your support. And before I go, one more thing, which is thank you to Eric and Alicia for the amazing super chats today. I appreciate you eternally if it wasn't for you, and everybody else who's a member and donating, whether it be super chats online, offline. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Much love. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.